Alright, what's going on, everybody? What's up, what's up, what's up? What's going on? Today we're gonna be doing part 1 to my 200 sub special. What if Deku was trained by Technoblade, Dream, and Philza? Now, Technoblade would teach him, hand-to-hand sword play, enchantments, and how to make armor and crap. Dream would teach him, hunting techniques, long-range techniques, potion brewing. Hi, don't worry. Just making a video. Go back to bed. One of my sister's heads just went shut up staring at me like I'm a creep. I ain't did nothing. Look at me like I'm a weirdo. I'm making a video. I need to turn this down. It's hot in here. Now, turn on, you little piece of dookie. I guess it's just not gonna work. Screw you too. Anyway. What are we doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah. Philza's gonna teach him how to fly, redstone contraptions, commands, weaknesses. Okay, basically, hold on, I need to restart this. Okay. Philza will handle flying, hunting, and brewing. Techno will handle, teaching him mind tricks, hand-to-hand, sword play, axes, basically weapon-related stuff. Dream will teach him how to brew, enchant, and how to use commands, because Dream will find a way to give him commands, which I'm going to say, if Dream sees him, he can register him as a player, and switch him from visitor to, what's it called? Member, and then when they leave to operator. Also, there's going to be the Crazy Craft mod. If you don't know what that is, it's very simple. See, there's tons of mods in Crazy Craft, and he's gonna have a lot of pets. He's gonna have a few pets. He's also gonna have the most broken armor and the most broken weapons. Okay. Anyway, so Midoriya, when he's born, he runs into a forest because, not when he's born, when he's about like 10, 12 years old, he runs off into the forest. BS, he gets attacked by a Hydra, right? The Hydra grabs him. Midoriya's trying to get away, but he can't. He kind of passes out. He's losing hearts. Which is like their HP in the game. Technoblade and Dream, Philza notice. Because Philza was the one hunting the dang thing down. Noticed it, and shot off a firework or something that signaled it, and started opening fire on the mouth that held Midoriya. After a bit, he got Midoriya out. Once he was out, he was like, Dream, heal him. And Dream's like, what? He catches his Yuku and he's like, oh, here. Takes a potion, shoves it in his mouth. He's healing. He's healed up. 1 second. Anyway. So, when Midoriya, gets up, he's like, oh, what happened? Technoblade's like, so, You finally woke up? Huh? Who are you? Don't worry, kid. I'm not a threat. If I was, I would have murdered you. If I was, I would have murdered you by now. I had plenty of chances. I had all the time in the world considering your 3-day nap. Oh, sorry. He's like, technically he's like, nah, don't worry about it, kid. Besides, if I saw someone randomly right after I woke up wearing a pig mask, I'd probably freak out a little bit too. But you'll get used to it. Considering you're in the Twilight Forest and you're kind of stuck with us. Wait, stuck with you? Twilight Forest? Where the hell am I? Where am I? Well, you see... Okay. See, when you were running into wherever you originally were from, I'm gonna guess you ran into a tree by accident. But instead of colliding with the tree, you went straight through. After that, you were picked up by that giant Hydra. Am I right? You know, he's like, dang, he hit it dead on the money. So then Midoriya is like, so how do I get home? Well, that's the problem. We don't know how to get you home just yet. Our friend Dream's working on it. Here, eat this. Thanks. You know, he eats the steak, and, you know, Techno's like, hey, Dream, did you alter him? He's like, yeah, I made him a moderator. You know, I gave him, member status. And Technoblade's like, oh, so he can interact with things. Hey, get Philza back here. On it. You know, he gets Philza to come back. And he's like, Technoblade's like, alright, all in favor of training this kid. Now, I know this is completely unlike Technoblade, but, you know, screw it. Why not? He sees the coldness in Izuku's eyes, and he's like, yeah, he seems worthy. Now, everyone agrees, and Izuku, you know, we're gonna do a time skip. 3 Minecraft years later. Which is like a few days, actually. 100 days is 33 hours. 369 would be about like 2 days? 3 days? So just triple that. Ah, screw it. You know what? 3 years in the Twilight Forest is half a year and a half in the My Hero verse, right? So we cut to a guy, someone in pure black armor, jumping around tree to tree, while Technoblade is, Philza is shooting where he heard the noise last. Dream is chugging a potion, while tossing some to Philza and Techno. Well, Techno, he's trying to figure out what's going on. No, he doesn't. He's looking around trying to keep his eye on the enemy. And just a second later, they don't hear anything. They hear a potion get chugged, and then Technoblade is hit over the back of the head, knocking him out. Not knocking him out, but putting him on the ground, moving him out of the way. Technoblade while spinning around, swinging his axe, like, dang it! Philza is already on the ground. Dream is too. You know, Technoblade is spinning around looking. And then Technoblade spins around right at the exact time and strikes down. But he misses the guy in the black armor. The guy in the black armor hits him with the blunt side of his sword. Hits Technoblade with the blunt side of his sword. You know, Technoblade falls onto one knee and is like, "Dang, kid, you're getting better at this." Chugs a regeneration potion and tosses the other, makes the other two drink some, and they wake up. Izuku pulls off the helmet. Thanks. I think it's because you're rough training. It's crazy how quickly someone can evolve. With your kind of training, I'm gonna be honest. Anyway. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyway. So when Midoriya, technically Dream and everybody's like, hey, no, Dream and Philza are like, Dream, I think it's time you teach him some commands. He's like, alright. Anyway, so Midoriya, he's like, wait, I really get to learn admin commands? This is so exciting! He's like, yeah. So you remember the basic strength potion, right? Yeah. You know other effects that give similar buffs. Buffs that you've mastered pretty much every potion. Although commands allow you to input buffs that you wouldn't be able to get using potions. What do you mean? Or enchants that you wouldn't be able to get. You can get protection 10, strength 30 with commands. Sharpness 100 and resistance 50. You can become unstoppable using them. You can clear the effects after every battle. Warning, they do take a few seconds to apply. Also, I'm going to teach you the creative mode command. Being able to go in creative modes would save you in a pinch. Also, with all the mods we have, you should have access to more than enough gear that'll keep you alive almost indefinitely. Sorry. Anyway, so when Midoriya, you know, Techno's like, yeesh, this kid's mastered every fighting style I have. He's actually come up with a few ones that I've never even thought of. He's learning and adapting faster than even I did when I started. Philza pipes up, yeah, kid learns how to hunt down. Kid analyzes everything. Heck, I told him I went on a hunt with him a few days ago. We were hunting something he's never seen before, and he was able to kill it with ease. Kid's getting a lot better. Dream says, not to mention the kid's memorizing countless commands. I think we're running out of crap to teach him. Eventually, he's gonna be better than all of us. Izuku comes out of nowhere like, come on, don't be like that. You guys will always be better. Just take it easy on me so I don't, get absolutely destroyed. Anyway, so Midoriya, after about 5, 10, I'm gonna say he says, if you guys were to get serious, I probably wouldn't stand a chance. They all chuckle. Well, you're not wrong. So, Izuku says, so, what are we going to fight next? They all look at each other. There's only one boss we haven't fought yet. Ooh, what is it? Okay, this boss is going to be the most difficult of the bosses we've seen ever. What is it? I'm ready. Well, it's called the Chaos Dragon. Chaos Dragon? Sounds like a pain. What's so chaotic about it? That's the thing. Its attack patterns, its defense matrix, even its crystals that allow it to regenerate can activate at random and do different things. 1 second it can be completely immune to all attacks. The next, it can kill you in one hit. It can do everything in this mod pack. From summoning minions to deal enough damage to one-shot you. Even with all of the health amplifiers. Jeez. Well, it's simple. Why not just find out where it lands? That's the thing. The island it's on, it's completely surrounded by an energy barrier. We can't get past for some reason. We've tried everything. But we think we need a certain armor, but it's gonna take us forever to build it. Not to mention the energy output alone will be more than enough to take out everything in the forest if we do it wrong. What do we need to do? I'm gonna say, Dream says, well, I'm glad you asked. He takes out the plans. This. Huh. It seems kind of simple. We already have a wither farm. all we need to do is transfer the nether stars into a compressor, which compresses them into RF, then sends into the machine, which would charge the RF even faster. We could probably get tier 5 solar panels going in a few hours. Not to mention, we could probably build more wither farms and do a lot of other crazy stuff. Probably wouldn't take us long at all. You know, they'll look at Izuku like, "Jeez, kid, you already have a plan?" It's like, what? I was trained by you guys. What do you expect? You know, Technoblade chuckles. "Alright, kid, we'll give you a hand. Tell us what we need to do." You know, he chuckles like, "I don't think you should let me do it." So this armor, what's it called again? Well, it's called Dragonaut armor. No, what is it called again? I'll be right back. Screw it, I'm just gonna call it Dragonaut armor. Dragonaut armor, huh? So, as long as it has RF, it can generate an energy field, right? Well, yeah. It would allow us to get... the barrier itself would allow us to get through, but damaging the dragon itself could be a hassle. Why not weaponize the energy barrier, then? They all look at him like, huh? Hold on, I need a piece of paper. Dream? Dream's like, here you go. Hands him a piece of paper. You know, Izuku scribbles something down. Something like this. You know, he picks up and shows a a scythe. What's it do? You know, Technoblade's like, what's it do? Well, it the core generates an energy shield like the armor. But instead, it makes a sharper version, allowing it to cut through energy shields quicker. And if it hit, and it also amplifies the attack damage. The more RF stored, the stronger the hit. But after one hit, it could completely drain the battery if you don't put a limiter on. If you use a full 100%, and depending on how much RF, it's undetermined amount. I can also print out a blueprint of, you know, a long-range version. But the thing is, how would we even get over there? Our jetpack, you know, the jetpacks we use, even our wings, even if we use the wings, would probably drain completely by the time we get over there. Because I'm going to say, you know, their wings have charges. And as you said, the distance between where we're starting and where we're going is pretty far. And you said there's no land in between. So I say, we do something smart. See, what we do is we install a flight module into the boots, into the Dragonaut armor. That will allow us to fly around. I also say we do some other stuff. Actually, I could also set it up to where it automatically recharges the weapons. Yeah. Okay, Zuko. You know, Dream's like, okay, Zuko, tell us what to do, and we'll get on it. After we take out the Chaos Dragon, we're gonna do we're gonna be able to make some crazy stuff. Alright. So Zuko, you know, he starts putting everything together with the help of Dream, Technoblade, and, you know, philza. Once they get the armor together, they all put it on. They're like, holy crap. So where's the energy barrier? Put on the helmet. You know, they all put on the helmet. The energy barrier kicks on. Holy. This is cool. Yeah, and Izuku's like, oh, here are the scythes, by the way. You know, he hands out the Dragonaut scythes. I also made it to where I can switch into a bow. For you, my dear friend. You know, he switches it to a bow. He takes out a regular arrow. He draws it back. When he fires, the arrow just disintegrates. Oh, that could be a problem. Yeah, and philza says, well, yeah, the arrow disintegrated. I guess the bow's too strong? Well, it means we need special arrows. Be right back. You know, he grabs a few materials, throws them together. Alright, this should work better. You know, he takes out a single arrow, draws it back. As he's drawing it back, it begins to glow with blue, orange, not blue, orange, blue, purple, orange, and black energy just siphon around the tip. You know, the arrow tip spitting like a cyclone until the entire arrow is covered in it, and then he fires. It goes straight through the target and through a mountain. And it just keeps going. He's like, okay. Boy, am I glad I put together that massive generator. Or else this thing would just be completely drained. And he's like, how much? Were you using 100? That's only 10%. Holy crap, how many capacitors did you use? Yes. You know, Dream's like, I like the way you think. Technoblade's like, yes, violence, destruction. We need to take this kid back to the SMP. Well, when it gets modded, of course. Begins glancing towards Dream. Anyway. So they walk, you know, to the end portal. They hop in, you know, Izuku's like, you know, the Ender Dragon, let's say somehow hatched, and Izuku's like, I got it. Just goes straight through the Ender Dragon, instant, you know, just evaporation. Before it even made contact, just, okay, that should complete. Yeah, one of these shots could probably pierce straight through the shield's armor and deal about 75% of your health, maybe even 85. Jesus. You technically like, geez, kid, you are really smart for your age. Well, I did have you guys train me, so. You know, Izuku walks, you know, they all fly over to where the Chaos Dragon is, and they're like, okay, you know, Izuku's like, okay, Techno, so how are we gonna kill it? You said it yourself, the barrier itself is gonna be hard to get through. These arrows should be able to get through it, but how are we gonna take out the crystals and the dragon itself? Technoblade's like, okay, me and Dream will distract the dragon, you guys take out all the crystals. Until the crystals are gone, we'll all focus on the dragon. After that, I say we all set the bow's energy levels to 100. Charge back a full shot, and then fire it straight into the dragon. That should probably not only destroy its energy shields, but go deal more than enough damage. Like, maybe, but I don't know. I have a bad feeling something's gonna go wrong. So Izuku and philza take out all the crystals, and then they all get into a position. They all charge up their bow and fire it at the dragon. And then once it makes contact, the dragon's, energy shield shatters, and the dragon itself takes a lot of damage. Technoblade's like, yes, we got him! Philza and Dream start celebrating. Izuku's like, Techno, move! Techno, move! Techno's like, huh? Izuku knocks Techno out of the way while also getting out of the way. The dragon fires a hypercharged, energy shot in that direction. How is it alive? Idiot, check its HP. Huh? It has 25% left? How? It has a second state. What? It's like the Wither. It has 2 stages. We're not fighting the Chaos Dragon. We're fighting the Anarchy Dragon. Now, I'm just gonna say there's a difference. Crap. I have a plan, but it's gonna need a second. If you're gonna use effects on it, it won't work. It doesn't matter how many potion effects you have. Well, if this thing reverses every effect, I got an idea. And it just might work. He starts typing furiously. Come on. What's this kid doing? A little more time, please. And boom. What'd you do, kid? Just wait a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They all get massive buffs. It's like, what did you do, kid? Technically it's like, what did you do, Izuku? You said it yourself. Everything magical is reversed around the dragon. That means effects. You reverse the effect. Say you apply weakness. It would turn in Technoblade. And Technoblade says, it would turn into strength. You're a genius. Technoblade switches his bow back into a scythe, charges in, swipes downward, dealing a massive, quite a bit of damage. This kid's a freaking monster. I love it. Izuku's like, and I'm not done yet. Come on, where is it? What's he looking for? Hold on, I have something in my storage. There it is. Hi, bye. He starts flying towards the thing with the scythe. Kid, what are you doing? I just tried that. Here's something else. He switches to another weapon in just that second. All of them see is just a space turned into a sword. He cuts the dragon right down the middle, completely destroying it. I'll be right back. Anyway, what I was saying, eventually he'd be like, after the dragon died, they'd be like, kid, what's that sword? He's like, don't know, I found it while going through my inventory. I decided to make it. Didn't really know what it did, but apparently it's called the Infinity Sword. Dream! You had that mod installed? What are you talking about? I didn't install the Infinity mod. Wait, what do you mean Infinity mod? Look, kid, apparently Dream forgot that he installed a mod that gave armor that had armor resistance and infinity, allowed you to have night vision, fly, speed, and insane jump. Also, axes that leveled forests, shovels that destroyed ground, shovels and pickaxes that devoured the planet. And swords that, like you said, deal infinite damage. No, he didn't. Huh? I cycled through the mods. There is nothing called the Infinity Armor mod. Wait. You gave him modding access? No. Anyone can see the mods. Here, look, I'll show you. Yeah, I just thought it'd be really cool if there was a weapon that did infinite damage. And then it just popped up. The Infinity Sword, infinite attack damage. I grabbed it. Now that you mention it, it'd be really cool if there was armor that blocked infinite damage. And everything else you said. Right then, new crafting recipes popped up, and everyone could see it on Izuku's screen. Because I'm saying that he opened his screen for everyone to see. Wait. Dream? What is... Oh, you just gave me a heart attack. I'm sorry, I'll turn it off.
Did you pick up the diapers?
Yeah, I picked up the diapers. I'm gonna pick these up. I forgot to. Yeah. Bless you. Why can't you sleep? Anyway.
Because I know tomorrow's gonna be bullshit.
Yeah, you'll be okay. It'll be okay. I mean, it'll be okay.
Your dad might not be.
I'll fix you a pot of coffee if you want.
We don't have no more coffee filters.
Oh, dang. Anyway. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm about to sit down and eat this pizza. Why are you in the living room?
I'm making a video. I don't think they'll really care that you... Yeah. Anyway. So, you know, Midoriya's like, yeah, weird stuff's been happening to my menu. Every time I kind of wanted something, it just kind of pop up in my menu and tell me how to get it. Wait a minute. Dream. What did you do? I didn't do that. Philza would put two and two together. You gave him operator status. Since he's not an actual Minecraft player, when you gave him operator status, it must have altered the operator status for him. They'd be like, huh? And Dream would be like, oh, so since he's not like us, his version of operator status is different. Whatever he wants comes into existence. If he wants a specific item, it will tell him how to get it, or it would create the item, and then tell him how to get it. Wait, how long did it take you to put that together? Not really long at all. I mean, it only had one durability, and then just turned to dust. Wait, why did it only have one durability? Well, I didn't have everything it required to craft it. It required something called pure chaos shards, I think? You know, all of them look in shock. All of them look shocked. Wait, pure chaos shards. Are you sure that's what the crafting recipe required? Yeah. You know, he pulls up the crafting recipe and shows them. So not only is he able to create whatever he wants, but the menu will allow him to make it as long as he has some of the materials. That's not even partly fair. I wonder if I can make it, you know, he starts thinking, I wonder if I can make a teleporter between all of our worlds. So you can come to my world whenever you want, I can pop into your world. I could pop into the Twilight Forest. Stuff like that. And we'd be able to talk more. You know, and then something new popped up in his menu. Huh? What's this? Hey Dream, what's the interdimensional transporter? Kid, you are coming up with way too many items. Oh, technically says, oh great, the kid now has interdimensional travel. That's nice. What? I thought it'd be cool if we could all visit each other whenever we wanted, and no matter what world we were in. As long as you have this, no matter what Minecraft world apparently you go to, I'll still be able to teleport to you, and you'll still be able to teleport to me. Kid, you've got to be the craziest kid I've ever met. So, how many chaos shards do you need to make all of the armor and tools? Let's see. Sword, helmet, chestplate, leggings, boots, axe, pickaxe, shovel, hoe, and bow. Minus the hoe, if I don't want to do any farming, which I don't, honestly. That'd be 9 pieces? Holy crap. In the actual mod, those things are only used to build a reactor. A very potent reactor. But there's 20 in there. You only need 11 to make the reactor. Wait. Technically it's like, wait, I thought we only needed all 20. Apparently the crafting recipe was updated. He's altering the game. That's so cool. Okay. So, that means you can spare 9 so I can make this armor, right? Yeah. Actually, it'd be pretty cool if I could compress the armor into a pendant that kind of activates whenever I need it. And the weapons go into a ring. The weapons and tools go into a ring, and when I need them, poof. They kind of, the small version shoots out of the ring into my palm and then grows. New crafting recipes added. I'm gonna do that every time I add the new crafting recipe now. Kid. So all he has to do is say what he wants added, and technically it's like, okay, so the kid, all he has for this kid to add whatever he wants, all he has to say is, it'd be cool, or I want blank, and the freaking game will give it to him. How is this fair? We're just side characters at this point. Phil, are we side characters again? We already went through this once with Rambo. Not again. Never again. I want to be the cool sensei. And then, just like, technically we kind of were. Oh man, we're not even relevant anymore. So where are these chaos shards anyway? Phil's like, oh yeah, come on. They go to the shard room, they get the shards. Zuko takes 9, they take the rest, and he's like, alright, well, I'm gonna put these together and get the armor made. All that cool junk. So yeah. Anyway, when Midoriya, finally gets the armor made, I'm gonna say that, he's like, guys, I made it! He's like, what do you mean you made it? They're like, oh, you made the infinity armor in the weapons? Yeah, it was actually really difficult. And technically it's like, why is that? Well, the materials were a pain to come by. If only the materials were easier to get your hands on. New crafting... You know what? Never mind. Crafting recipes removed. So we can also remove crafting recipes. Huh. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm giving him really OP abilities. What? You gonna stop me? Anyway. He's like, watch this. He makes the pendant activate armor that wraps around him. And then I'm gonna say he make the sword appear. And I'm just gonna give him, like, okay, you know how there's wings that come out of the Infinity Armor? I'm gonna change what they look like. Now they're, like, demonish wings. Made of, like, space. Because why not? You know, and once, I'm gonna say the helmet finally wraps around Izuku's face, completely covering it. You know, the eyes light up. And then the energy starts spreading out through all of the armor, activating it. And then you see the armor get a faint glow. And then when he summons the sword, it gets a faint glow as well. And all the galaxies and stuff start spinning faster in it. Izuku's like, whoa. So when all of the armor is linked, it becomes stronger. That's cool. Techno's like, okay. Now he needs his own kingdom. Jeez. Alright, Technoblade. He's like, you know, Dream's like, kid, we have to get on, and we're gonna have to go back to our world. You know, the next day, Dream wakes him up. You know, he's like, come with us, kid. We got something to tell you. He's like, okay, sure. We found you a way home. Really? Wait, you're not gonna make me go. Kid, that's not what we're asking you. All we're saying is, we have to leave. And since we found you a way home, we thought you would like to know. Why are you leaving? Don't worry, you'll still be able to contact us. And if you need anything, you know, I can just teleport us all there. Why not come with me? We could have so much fun. Kid, you know that that's not a good idea. Technoblade says, listen, kid. Let's get through the portal. It'll be okay. We're big guys. We can take care of ourselves. Fine. But if anything goes wrong, you're gonna contact me, okay? No promises, kid. Then get out of here. Technically kicks him through the portal. You know, Izuku lands in the middle of the street wearing, you know, the Infinity Armor, and he's like, you know, he has, Techno! You know, Dream says, really, Techno? Was that necessary? Technoblade says, yes. Was very necessary. So, at the time, Izuku Midoriya, you know, Izuku is 16 at this point. So UA, you know, has already started. Not started. You know, the entrance exams are about to start. Not about to start, but, you know, the training months begin. You know, he goes home and he's like, he wanders around for a little bit. He's like, huh, this place isn't how I remember it. Then again, I haven't been here in freaking philza knows how long. I'm gonna miss those idiots. I'm gonna say before Techno kicked him through, you know, he gave him an axe that he made, the Axe of Peace. Dream gave him, you know, Nightmare. Philza gave him... Also, I'm changing Nightmare to a sword. And Philza gave him, I don't know, a bow. Tell me what the bow's name should be in the comments. Also, Izuku does have access to notch apples and potions and crap. So, I'm gonna say he's walking around, and he sees, uh, the Mount Lady and whoever fight thing. No, wait, that's before. Okay. He sees, uh, you know, he's walking around and he walks past UA and sees a bunch of kids going in there. Izuku, he's buff, like he's built, he's sculpted. He has a little bit of a, not really, nah, he's still clean face. He does have a bit longer hair, but he's gonna get that cut. So, Izuku is like, why are all these kids going in here? He walks up and he's like, why are all of you going in here? He's like, this is UA, where everyone goes to become the #1 hero. Where people to go to become the heroes. Izuku remembers like, oh yeah, in my world there was a hero society. Dude, I've been so stressed out about everything that I totally forgot about it. He bites his lip. He looks at UA. Time to prove everyone wrong. And show Techno, Dream, and Philza that their training wasn't for nothing. Izuku walks into UA and is like, I'd like to try out, to get into UA. I'm just gonna say, his charisma is maxed out. So they're like, sure, just go through there. Take the entrance exam and, pretty simple stuff. I'm gonna say Izuku was like, cool. He walks in. He's like, I don't know anything on this test. I'm gonna say he pops a potion of luck. Which, I'm changing what it does. It actually makes you really lucky. So it increases your chances of getting doing things correctly. Instead of if you flip a coin, if you flip a coin, it's normally a 50-50 chance. Yeah, when you drink the luck potion, the way I did it, it's more like a 99 to 1% chance. So he aces the test by sheer luck. He's like, okay. And then when President Mike starts talking about the robots, he notices Ida's about to get up, so he uses, I don't know, something from Crazy Craft to make Ida stay in his seat. I don't know, some kind of magic. And when he starts talking about the 0-pointer, he lets Ida go, and he's like, oh, I guess my body was just being like, hey, no, bad thing. Izuku gets excited when he hears about the 0-pointer. So it's an obstacle, huh? I guess it's just one more thing to overcome on my journey. To becoming #1 for them. Anyway, so Midoriya walks into the next area. He gets to the training grounds. He cracks his neck. Everyone sees him pull up a menu. Because I'm going to make it to where, he can show a fake menu. And they see all these items and like, what's all this stuff? He's like, oh, you can see it? I thought I was the only one. Yeah, it allows me to do stuff like this. He taps something on the menu and drags it over, and I'm gonna say it was like a netherite chestplate or whatever. No, like, I don't know, dragon armor chestplate. He puts it on, and boom, dragon scale chestplate. You know, he equips a full dragon scale set and takes out a flame dragon sword. He's like, okay, I'm ready. They're like, so what's up with that ring and that amulet? None of your business. Now mind your own business. You know, he starts walking up to the front, and, you know, President Mike says, go! I'm gonna say he already activated a speed buff, so he was already on. He had gotten about 50 points. You know, he had broken All Might's record in about 10 seconds. So he went to go chill out in the middle of the, arena. Be like, do 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 do. Then the 0-pointer shows up. And the 0-pointer shows up, and I'm trying to think, what should I do for the ship? Screw it, Momo. Yeah, Momo's stuck under the rubble. He walks over there, throws the rubble off, and tosses a potion at her. She's like, what is this? You know, she goes to catch it, and when it, you know, it touches her skin, the glass shatters and then dissipates. And she's like, what happened? You know, all over, and, you know, the pink liquid goes over her body, healing her, and she's like, did he do that? You know, he walks up to the 0-pointer and stops it with a single finger. He's like, back. 0-pointer gets sent back quite a bit. You know, he's like, get out of here. I'm about to get serious. You know, he de-equips all his armor. And he starts stretching. He's like, you know, it's been a bit since I've actually been able to, you know, deal any big damage to anything. It's been a while since I've had a pretty big fight. And then he's like, you know what? Sure, I'll use that. I'm gonna say he had a bracelet for the Dragonaut armor, not for the Infinity armor. You know, he presses it, and then the Dragonaut armor just kind of materializes on him. I'm gonna say like a dragon head chomps down, creating, you know, the faceplate. You know, and then, you know, it looks like the Dragonaut armor. I don't know if I can't really explain it because I don't really have any good ideas on how to. Think of it like, you know Garo? Yeah, you probably know Garo. If you don't, look it up. Basically, it's about a guy who has a magic sword that when he spins it in the air, like, woo-doo-doo, hippy-hoppity, I am now Golden Lion Man, essentially. Yeah, that's kind of what happens, but, you know, he's actually able to control it. You know, he spins the scythe around, and it's a really big scythe. So, you know, he gets into like a weird battle stance, dashes forward, jumps up and cuts the 0-pointer in half, causing it to, you know, just turn to dust because of the amount of, you know, RFI, or, not RFI, RF going through it, which is equivalent, you know, I'm just gonna say 1 RF is equivalent to 100 volts. No, not 100 volts. 100 megavolts. So that's a lot of energy. 1 RFI can probably power a very big city. Probably. I want to say probably. But, you know, I could be wrong. I suck at energy, so. Anyway, when Midoriya, you know, was finally like, alright, I'm so done with you. You know, he walks over and he's like, "You okay?" You know, he turns off the armor. He's like, "You good?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good." You know, he takes off the bracelet and puts it back in his inventory. Good. Alright. Now I'm going home. Which I'm gonna say, you know, he found money in the Twilight Forest because mods. So he's able to pay for a hotel. You know, he goes to sleep, wakes up the next day, time for classes. Because why not? You know, he gets there, he sees Momo like, "Oh, so you're the girl I saved the other day." She's like, "You're that boy with that really weird quirk." He's like, "Well, it's not that weird if you know what it is. But none of you will be able to understand it in a million years. So," you know, Bakugo jumps up like, "What'd you say, you nerd?" "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying that your impudent brain, especially your impudent brain, will not be able to comprehend my theoretically unlimited power. The theoretical unlimited power I possess under my belt. You would not be able to withstand the full force of my most powerful attack. Your very existence would be wiped off the face of reality if I did. That is how strong my full power is. Now, if you keep insisting on testing my temper, which, might add, is very thin, I might just have to reveal my trump card earlier than scheduled." He's like, "What do you mean earlier than scheduled?" "Well, I'm hoping to save my most powerful attack when I fight a very, very powerful villain. But the chances are that's never going to happen. But I got these immortality potions, so I can wait." Smashes what's left of the potion on the ground. "Wait, immortality potions? Yeah, I can make anything. I can make potions that make you stronger, your mind sharper. You make your luck so good you could probably get away with murder. Just because you'd be lucky enough to make it to where the cops can't find anything. You'd be surprised how useful these potions can be. The splash variety are so easy to be undetected. Considering they have no metal in them, they're almost impossible to detect. You crush a splash potion in your hand, the glass disappears, and only the potion effect remains. Plus, I can open the command menu. You know, Todoroki's like, command menu? This sounds like a video game. Well, it kind of is. See, whatever I want to happen, happens. Watch. You know, he types in, give... Screw it. I'm gonna say he... Give the student of 3 sword of diamonds. Or a diamond sword. With fire aspect 2. You know, a glowing sword starts materializing in his hand. Wait, what does fire aspect 2 do? Well, whenever I hit, he stabs it into a desk. The desk gets set on fire. I should probably put that out. The sword disappears as well. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna take a nap. They're like, "What do you mean you're gonna take a nap?" "Well, I have this little drone thing that'll analyze all the data and put it in my brain, so no need to sit here." Anyway. Also, that's gonna be it for this time, guys.